Mr. Trudeau was in CTV Canada's AM studios Friday and was asked by an audience member about how he's handled attack ads during the long campaign.
The Liberal leader responded that he was raised to be surrounded with the say about him or his father, whether positive or negative. I developed a strong sense of who I am and don't spend a lot of time worrying about what people who don't like me have to say about me, he said.
He included that he has attempted to keep his campaign focused on only the positive change and deliberately chose not to run personal attack ads towards other parties.
I don't believe in attack ads, he said. I think they hurt your ability to govern and my capacity to stay positive and focused on my platform.
The niqab has been under a lot of controversy in Canada. Some people are against people wearing the niqab during Canadian oath citizenship. The person leading the path to the niqab battle is Miss Nisha. She has won 3 battles against Prime Minister Stephen Harper's Conservative government, which has tried banning the religious garment from Canadian oath citizenship ceremonies.
Liberal leader Justin Trudeau declared he won't prop up a minority government with Stephen Harper at the helm. He had said earlier he wouldn't back a Conservative minority. But with the election becomes closer and opinion polls suggesting it could be difficult for any party to secure a majority of seats in the House of Commons, it appears likely that whoever wins on the October 19th election will need the support of a rival to govern. In an interview on CTV's Question Period, Trudeau said one of the reasons he entered politics was because he's concerned over the direction in which Harper is taking the country. Over the past years, we've seen that Mr. Harper has consistently put politics ahead of people, put divisions ahead of bringing people together, played the politics of fear when the Prime Minister should be reassuring Canadians, he said.
In Ontario, on October 4th, Justin Trudeau discussed the TPP partnership, and the new Liberal government would take a long look at any trade deal signed by the Tories before deciding whether to uphold it. A quote by Justin Trudeau: "The problem is that Prime Minister Stephen Harper has been secretive and non-transparent in this, and we need to make sure that we're actually creating a trade deal that is good for Canadians." The ethnically diverse crowd that was at the event cheered loudly, applauded, and chanted "Trudeau, Trudeau," as the Liberal leader painted himself as someone who seeks to unite Canadians instead of dividing them, as Trudeau described Harper's job.
Time for a change in this country, my friends, a real change. For 10 years, Stephen Harper has never missed an opportunity to divide Canadians. The politics of fear and division. Fear of the world beyond our borders. Fear of each other. He wants us to think that if it weren't for him, our economy would fall apart. The Canadian economy doesn't depend on him, it depends on you. It's time to invest in transit and roads so we can create jobs and growth. It's time to raise taxes on the wealthiest 1% so we can cut them for the middle class. We have the chance to beat fear with hope. This is Canada, and in Canada, better is always possible.
Conservatives in Parliament do not like Justin T. They do not like his politics or his pedigree. But I feel when I see Justin that love is in the air. It's the opposite of what I get from Harper or Mulcair. His energy and feelings he often can't restrain. He sometimes opens mouth before engaging brain. He says he smoked a joint. Well, that's just as well, because there was a buzz around the Liberals, and now we know what it was. I'll trust in Justin Trudeau, he's the man for me, the nemesis of Tories and the NDP. When Trudeau is Prime Minister, it will be kind of strange. If you've been smoking since the 60s, you'll think that nothing's changed. He looks good with his shirt off, and everyone can tell his heart is in the right place and his nipples are as well. Stephen Harper's government looks like it's on the skids, but if he took his shirt off, it would frighten all the kids. Justin's first attempts at dating, I'll bet they did not thrive. It's hard to get romantic growing up on Sussex Drive. The girls would tell him, Justin, just so there's no doubt, we can cuddle duddle, but fuddle duddles out. I'll trust in Justin Trudeau to show us what he'll do. Perhaps one day he'll even look good in a canoe. His father was a rascal, he took life as it comes. He did not like kissing babies, but he liked to kiss their mums. Let's put our trust in Justin. Justin is our man. If anyone can lead this country, maybe Justin can. Move over boomers, it's the younger people's turn. If he can learn from our mistakes, then there's an awful lot